Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Sir Joffrey Lannister. And in that last episode, we won the tournament at King's Landing and named Shiera Seastar as the Queen of Love and Beauty, thereby earning ourselves not only her love, or at least her lust, in this moment, but also some enemies in Sir Aegor Bittersteel and Sir Brynden Bloodraven. Indeed, probably the worst two people that you could have as enemies, but nonetheless, for the love of their sister, that is what we have earned. Now, obviously, those of you who know the Game of Thrones lore surrounding Shiera, she did take on many lovers during her time. She obviously gave her affection to Brynden the Bloodraven, though she never did marry him, I don't believe, despite how much he did wish for it to be so. But obviously, we are one of her many lovers. And, well, I mean, we're going to try to romance her, but it gives us a pretty good chance of success. But I don't know if I'm going to continue that all the way to completion. I don't know if, I don't think the game mechanics really take into account who Shiera was as a character. She doesn't seem like the type to fall in love and to have a soulmate. No, I think she's using us for her own ends. Well, in any case, since that tournament, we have actually moved from King's Landing here back to the Westerlands. We're currently now in Castamere as a guest of Lord Robert Rain. And there are many fans of the House of Rain here. I have no doubt of that. But what we're doing here is to basically earn ourselves some coin and some prestige by assisting with these rebellions in the realm of our cousin, Lord Tybolt Lannister, who's clearly been struggling to maintain his realm. Now, some people in the comments have suggested that we should make a play for the Westerlands, and although I understand where you're coming from, that just isn't feasible at the moment. I mean, even if we got a bunch of support, he's currently allied to King Valar of the Iron Throne, and despite the fact that the Iron Throne doesn't have a lot of control over, a lot of their lands, to go up against the king and the Lord Lannister at the same time would be suicidal at worst and foolhardy at best. So we're gonna have to plan a little bit and wait for a better opportunity than to just strike for that right now. We could potentially get some support, maybe from the Stormlands, but I don't know if, Simeon Baratheon here, despite the fact that he's our friend, I don't know if he would help us push a claim against the Westerlands and start that kind of war. It seems unlikely. We're gonna have to wait for the realm to descend into a bit of chaos. But in any case, we're going to help clear up some of this chaos because we've been hired by the Lord, no, which one is it? Lord Lefford here to deal with the rebels in his lands. And so we're going to head over here, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to engage with this peasant army over here in the Golden Tooth. And we're going to absolutely crush the enemy here. We've got some allies from the Golden Tooth coming in just in the nick of time. And there we go. Defeated. Take a look at the victory there. We've only lost 3 troops. Yeah, peasants don't stand much of a chance against us. And they didn't even have anyone that could be called a knight to defend them either. So that is their loss. So yeah, we managed to win that one pretty easily there. Now there is still an army up here in the Bane Fort. You were not paid because our contribution was less than 313. What? You wouldn't have. You were just hiding out until. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Send a poem detailing their incompetence. Yeah, take that. Yeah, he's humiliated by the poem because he didn't want to pay us. Wish we could go and attack him or something like that, but I don't think that we can do any such thing. Goad? Could we goad him? What would that do? We could become a rival. Yeah, let's goad him as well. Yeah, take that. That's what you get for not paying us. Alright, well, can we assist Lord Garion of the Banefort here? He will not accept. He doesn't want to pay us. Well, let's well, I mean, I guess you're gonna your castle's about to be sieged there, so in any case, we've got lots of contracts that we can do here. We could hunt some criminals for Lord Raymond Westerling here. House Westerling, obviously the house that Rob Stark was ended up marrying into, I believe. Yeah, Jane Westerling. Yeah, that was a bad move by him, but we're gonna take a contract with the Westerlings here. Oh, this band of malcontents. Apparently Trellio, a Bravosi. Oh wow, look at this guy. He's skilled. He's a skilled guy. A small group travels faster. Yeah, let's go. Let's hunt down this bandit here, and we'll see if we can take him down. Should we just duel him? Just duel him straight up. Oh, danger of toll collectors. Let's take a look at this first. We have stayed on the road slightly too long, and the sun is starting to dip below the horizon. Out of the surrounding terrain, shapes start to emerge and form into angry-looking armed figures. This air road has a toll. Hey up, says the biggest and frankly ugliest of the bunch. My caravan master steps forward, weapon raised, and looks to me for direction. Of course, the toll. Perhaps you take payment in blood. Tolls are for peasants, and I am a captain. Yeah, let's try to intimidate the man. I don't know if we did successfully intimidate him or not. Oh, Simeon died. Oh, well, now who is on the... Oh, man, our friend... Yeah, that's unfortunate. So now the Laughing Storm, the grandfather or great-grandfather of Robert and Stannis and Renly, one of those ones anyways, is now on the throne. I mean, look at this guy. 56 prowess, one of the most skilled warriors one could possibly imagine. Oh, well, he's a very capable man. All right, we first meet Trellio, and we spread out around his little band of ne'er-do-wells. Ha! Is this everyone you've brought? Excellent, excellent. A fine bit of sport at last, and you're here in person too. I shall enjoy putting you in the dirt, Joffrey. Well, have at the commoner. You know what? Before we do this, because, you know, there is always the chance that we could die, I feel like we should probably name ourselves an heir to the company. And I think because we don't have a son yet, I think the best option would be to take on oh, we can't do it. Designate heir. Yeah, well, that's unfortunate because he's a bastard. Well, is there a different way to do that in here? Designate heir. No, it's because he's a bastard. That seems weird. All right, well, we're going to take the risk, but I do want to get Sir Damon here as our heir. We'll have to figure out how to do that. Let's see. I think we're just going to go straight for him. Let's duel him to the death. And attack first, attack hard, on guard. Better men than you have died trying to break my guard, and we shall strike, parry, and riposte. Hills, fens, mountains, this is all my domain. There we go, single combat victory. Victory is ours. I tossed Trellio's severed head to Lord Raymond's agent, the red-purple meat landing wetly beside them. You killed him in single combat. My, how fierce indeed. We are fierce warriors, so that just adds another one to our tally here. As you can see, we've got a couple characters killed, two slain in duels. One Lord Willis Weber accidentally killed during the tournament, and then we just took down Trellio as well. So not too bad. Boosting up our money as well, which is pretty good. What can we do here? Rescue a fair subject. Oh, interesting. I wouldn't mind doing something like that, although it doesn't pay us any money. One thing I do want to do, speaking of Damon, go back to him. Oh, somewhere in there. Speaking of Damon, he is, old enough to be wed, and we do have an interesting character in our court, Carone of Wisewood. This was the woman who was participating in the tourney, and she's very, very skilled here. So I think her and Damon could actually make a good match, considering they're both like very capable warriors. So maybe their children will be a capable warrior as well. So I think that's the marriage we're gonna go for the two of them. So hopefully they'll get along. Anyways. Yeah, so what else can we do here? Oh, we can make a request for a men-at-arms regiment. I wouldn't mind that. Let's see. Yeah, let's try it. Let's get some men-at-arms. Rainbringers regiment size increased by 1. Well, that's not so bad, anyways. Boosting up our men-at-arms. Could be good to get some siege weapons, but we haven't been doing many sieges just yet, so what else can we do here? Settle boundary disputes. Probably not too much money in there. Rescuing a fair subject. Let's see. I don't know. Is this really that good? We don't really get that much from it. How's your rebel situation doing over there? Not good. Well, whose fault is that? Alright, let's go and just hunt down some more criminals here. Seems to be something we're relatively good at, I would say. Alright, we're hunting down Harlan the Frog. Is this everyone you've brought? Yeah, it is. We could just have at him, but let's do something different. Let's signal in an ambush to move in from behind, but we take him down. The strategy wins through an instant success. I toss Harlan the Frog's severed head to the man. A job well done. That was easy enough as well. We're pretty good at hunting down these criminals. Slain in battle by us. Adding to our tally here, which is always cool to see. Shiera, let me prove my devotion to you in any way you seem fit. You should be able to sustain yourself on nothing but your love for me for many days. Wow. Yeah, I don't think that she is a good person. But she just manipulates men, and we are being manipulated. My devotion will carry me through. Not a crumb shall pass these lips. I will not do it. I don't think that Sir Joffrey is the strong enough of will to resist somebody like Shiera here. So I think we'll say my devotion will carry me through. You succumb to your body's needs, yeah. We try, but we're honestly not as great of a man as we might think that we are. The massive chopping block in the middle of the logging camp in Fork Ridge has seen much use. Apparently we're going to try to chop many labors beneath me, right? We are a lord of House Lannister, or at least a knight of House Lannister. Little boundary disputes. Support a faction. What do you want? We're fed up with Lord Walderan's rule. House Tarbex. Alright, I will... Oh, I'll be interested in this. This is House Vickery. Interesting. A bastard house of House Rain, some say? Is that actually canon here? Yeah, it is. Alright, so let's adjust cause indeed. Yeah, let's do it. We'll join in your faction here. And we'll see if we get called up into war. And now let's just let time roll on here. We can press the demands. All right, yeah, let's do it. Wait, actually, let me check our... No, we should be able to handle this, right? Maybe we do need the siege engines, though, in this case. Battering rams, mangonels. Let's get the mangonels. Let's boost that up to 2 here. Refill our men-at-arms with, yeah, let's get that. 50 coins. That should be okay. And let's do it. Let's press those faction demands. There we go. You know, just these little inner skirmishes between the various lords of the Westerland. We're throwing our weight around as much as we can here. All right, let's... All right, so our army is raised. We're going to have to go and fight the Tarbex. Tarbex, obviously, were the other house that was crushed during the Rain Rebellion, and we just managed to come in and catch their army before they even are able to gather their forces, really. We can knight Rudario. No, he's a Bravosi. Does not deserve to be knighted. We've captured Lucas, the Chancellor of Lord Walderan. Nice. And one of his, oh yeah, and his knights as well. Yeah, okay. Lord Laxley. Lucas Laxley. Alright, well, we've landed on his lands, and now I guess the siege shall begin. So, I can't imagine that our cousin is too happy with this. Oh, we've got an enemy force coming in here. We're gonna have to go and assist. Oh, look at this. To the worthless Sir Joffrey as Dynasty Head, I hereby denounce you as a reprobate and a disgrace to the entire Lannister dynasty. What? Why, we say, as if we don't already know. Probably because of the things that we're doing in the Westerlands here. The benevolent Captain Joffrey, circumstances have led to our faction being disbanded. I rescind your obligation. Worry not, have some gold. Oh my gosh, he gives us 5 gold. And oh my gosh. Consider yourself warned. You and your ilk have outstayed your welcome in the Westerlands. If you do not take your camp elsewhere, I shall be forced to consider you a fugitive and make you leave. Okay. So clearly getting involved in this little rebellion here against the House Tarbeck was not something that our cousin was very pleased with, and so he's made his displeasure known. And he is the Lord of House Lannister, and I mean, we've just been denounced. Ouch. All right. Well, I mean, we have to get out of here then. I guess we can't really stick around. Where do we go from here? I mean, do we let's go back to King's Landing? Yeah, I mean, nah, maybe we go down to Oldtown. I think maybe that seems like a reasonable idea. The city of Oldtown. Yeah, let's go here. Oh, okay, we gotta return. Are we not returned yet? Move camp. Are we going to be able to make it to Oldtown? Oh, that is... Look how much provisions. No way, we would never be able to make it there. Jeez, okay. What do we do? I guess we could try to go up and move our camp to Raventree. Oh, that's expensive as well. Can we do it by customize route? I want to go over sea. Yeah, that's much better. Could we do the sea journey to Oldtown then? That's the question. We do it. We go to Oldtown. Move our camp here, but we make sure that we head by sea like this. Oh, we're gonna run out of food. Okay, where can we land? Maybe we'll go to Cobble Cove here first. Yeah, we'll do that, and we'll travel by sea. And yeah, that should be feasible. All right, let's do that. Time to get out of the Westerlands. We've perhaps overstayed our welcome a little bit here. So time to move on, it seems. That's a little bit unfortunate, but not unexpected considering what we were getting up to over there. All right, so there are a couple jobs we could do over here, like protecting the innocent, hired muscle. Will you pay us to protect the innocent? Oh, you'll pay us actually quite well, Lord Oakheart. I will take this job. We are a gallant knight after all. Let's travel to accept. We need the money and we need the provisions, so... Animals, thugs, and ruffians. The mere thought seems to be enough to disturb Lord Eris' demeanor. The common people of the High Lordship are so agitated. Well, we will not waste any time. So we've got our muscle here, which is plenty of muscle. We've got some lookouts to handle things. Got our footpad here and Sir Gamel Lockhart. And then perhaps Carone can be our footpad. We did pick up a maester while we were in the Westerlands here. Maester Lionel. He's humble, deceitful, and callous, so he'll fit right in. Not to mention he's a drunkard, so... Shrewd man, though. So, perfect person to have in our thing. Oh yeah, we do have those prisoners. Oh, we've got Stefan Tarbeck. Can we ransom you? Ransom him back. Unfortunately... Oh, we could get the hook. Could we... What if we bring him into our camp? Negotiate release. Recruit? He will accept. We could get a... Oh, this is a Tarbeck, yeah. I mean, this guy, he might actually like to be in our company. He's lustful, arbitrary, shy, compassionate. Not a very capable fighter. His brother, Sir Willem Tarbeck. Are you inheriting anything? No. How would you like to join a mercenary company? Then what about this guy? Do we want to bring him on? He's actually got some good traits as well. Yeah, you know what? Let's rather than we'll see if they want to sign up with a couple of strong knights here. Yeah, look at this. There we go. I mean, we need knights, so, this is all very useful to us. All right, so let's see. We're almost already here, able to execute our scheme. We just gotta wait for a couple more weeks here, and then we should be able to do it. I think we'll take our chances with the 77%. Yeah, there we go. Should be enough to execute the scheme. Let's seize the moment. And we were able to do it 3-4, and there goes the 5th lynx. Oh, okay, we were hunting down some lynxes that were attacking the peasants. What a magnificent job. Well, thank you for your money, Lord Oakheart. We will definitely take that, and your provisions. Let's see. Well, while we're over here, we might as well... Well, once we return, let's look for some provisions first. So let's go and find us something to eat. With my snares, I shall feed us all. We bring in much food. There we go. Nice. Provisions looking good. Romance. A lady's honor. By the father, she is an insufferable hag. Have you seen how she leers? Ridiculous, says Prince Ares, the silver dragon. Vile, draw your sword. Swain. Oh, are we going to try to duel Prince Ares? You should apologize to the lady. That would be a bold move, wouldn't it? I mean, that does seem like maybe something that we... would we do it? Convince him to apologize, or he refuses to listen. He's not a duelist. There would be no honor in dueling this man, but I think we could intimidate him. So let's demand he apologized, but he refuses to listen. When Shiera's liege, King Valor, invited me to a hunt, I did not hesitate to accept. I would do anything for a mere glimpse of my darling. As I'm stalking through the underbush, my page at my heel and my hound just ahead. It seems as if it has found a trail. Then suddenly my concentration is shattered by a woman's scream. I'm coming for you, my love. I go ahead with my attempt to romance her. Perhaps it would be wiser to send the page. Perhaps it was just a bird. Like I said, I went with this romance. Maybe we do. I just don't see it. I don't think that Shiera is the type that would fall in love in this kind of sense. She doesn't seem like that type of character from what we know of her in the books. She wouldn't even like I don't even think she would consider herself to have been like in love with Brynden Rivers. You know, she was his lover, but I don't think that she ever truly loved him in that sense. So I don't really want this to succeed. So I think we will say because she's still our lover. Keep in mind, she's still our lover, and I think that makes sense. So I'm gonna actually go with this option here. Oh, but she was attacked by a wild beast apparently. I know some people might disagree with that, and like, you know, there's something to be said for, well, it's not canon anyways, but you know, just by what we know of her character, I don't think that she's gonna become the soulmate of Sir Joffrey Lannister. You know, it just that doesn't seem right. She'll take us as her lover, but I think that's the most we can hope for from dear Shiera here. Probably a contentious decision, but I think that makes the most sense from what we know of the characters. This ought to be interesting. Let's go and visit the holding here. We do need to get a little bit more supplies. 55 coins. Plenty of supplies for that. Maybe I can sell some artifacts. We could sell our... Oh, let's see. I would be willing to part with... Let's see. The stained glass never did me any good. I did want to get rid of this thing. And then let's ask for any jobs. Martial duties? Yeah, let's do it. What kind of jobs do you got for us here? Hired muscle, hired muscle. I mean, the money's okay, but I think we should look for some better jobs maybe in the city of Oldtown. That seems like a little bit of a better option there. Let's customize our route. Let's take the sea once again. That's going to save us a lot of provisions. We could probably hit up a couple of these places on the way as well. Let's go and go here, and then we hit up this. We hit up this. This. And then this, and then we land. So we get every place that we can here with the travel to Oldtown. Let's see. Bethany and Carone are... Yeah, sure, they can be friends. I don't see any reason that we wouldn't that we would care too much about that. A knight errant. It is known that people of Viewshore seem to profess a special devotion towards their knights and their legends. My lord, it is most fortunate that you and I came to meet at this crossroad. Join me and forget all that foolishness. He's looking for a marvelous fountain of water. We'll follow the knight. The knight leads us to a small clearing. Careful, a beast. There's a lynx there. Another lynx. What an adventure. So inspiring. Nah, I'll distract it. Don't fear, I shall fight it. Yeah, let's fight it. Gonna kill the beast. Knight errant training for 15 years. And this guy is now our knight. Nice. Alright, we got ourselves another martial perk. We'll go for engineered for destruction. That seems pretty good. Alright, let's land here. So we're going to go and visit the High Tower itself. One of the great ancient wonders. Gonna go get some dragon lore as we arrive in the Citadel, and we are directed by an archmaester to a collection of books. So we learn a little bit about dragon taming, but I don't know if we care all that much for it. There we go, and we visited the Starry Sept as well. So there's a couple jobs around here, but not really too many. Escort emissary. Where does he want us to take him, though? That's the good question. I mean, we've got enough money. Although I do want to save up some more money because we do have this very interesting option here, and that is to recover Bright Roar. I will fund a brave explorer to venture into the perilous ruins of Old Valyria in search of Bright Roar, the ancestral sword of House Lannister. Now, if we get that, then suddenly our claim to the Westerlands might be a little bit better. I see Lord Tybalt has married his wife, a Laura Targaryen, and she is pregnant. Yeah, all right. Well, we need money if we're gonna do that. Settle boundary disputes. The money is not good on these, is it? Yeah, no, they're not paying very well. What about the escorting the emissary? 89? That's actually a reasonable amount of money. Where does he want us to go? To... Oh, he has to go to Lord... Oh, he's got to go to Old Oak. All right, we'll just escort him there because I don't want to backtrack too far. So let's take him to Old Oak here. A little bit of danger on the road, but I don't think we need to worry too much about that. We could hire... get a wilderness kit, and what else do we got here? Still some more, a little bit more danger. But I think that's fine. I'm willing to risk a little bit of danger on our journey. So we're gonna travel up here. Oh, moving a little bit quickly sometimes. Here we go. Not a far distance to travel up to Oakheart there. I'm brought before Lord Eris himself. Oh, you have come at the acquaintance, my acquaintance Lord Eric's behest. No? On what business? And then they all say all their things, and it was an exceptional success. And we get 89 coins out of that. Let's return now to our lands. Okay. Gamal and Caron are going to become friends? Sure. I don't see any reason to stop that, really. How's young Damon getting along here? Where is he over here? No relationships. He doesn't have any friends among the camp, and he hasn't taken his wife as a lover yet. But I'm sure he'll get around to that eventually. All right, the job market over here is not looking great, but maybe we can wrangle something a little bit better when we go to the town. Ooh, I should visit a fine craftsman. Yeah, let's do it. We're here with Aronis Bonebreaker. Weapons are most useful right now. My armor needs an upgrade. Yeah, we need some armor here. The furnace runs hot in Armorer Galisa's smithy. The air is thick to breathe. She shoots me a brief glance. Oh, okay. We're gonna need to spend some money apparently, but Westerlanders scale mail. So they're all +3. But this one's got that injury resistance, which is nice. This one has that as well. 81, 96, or 29. Controlled territory, defender advantage, a little bit of prestige. What is this one? Got friendly, fatal, casual. That's actually nice. And the prestige. I think we're going to pay the little bit extra to get the lamellar armor here. It's worth it, I think. We've got ourselves a good weapon, but we could take a look at the accessories. We get ourselves a ring. Fine, a brooch. We already have one brooch. Regalia. Fertility. It's pretty cheap. We could get ourselves some fertility. Why not? Oh, actually, I did want to go into the down. Oh, we're here with our wife. who's probably a little upset that we've been seducing Shiera Seastar, but let's go and see what the town crier has in terms of contracts. I would be up for some traveling. Yeah, traveling could be okay. And let's grab some supplies while we're at it. There we go. I know we just said we were trying to save up money. Sometimes you gotta spend money to make money, and exactly what we're trying to do here. There we go. So we got our new set of armor. We got some regalia as well. And that is not too bad. Our daughter can be assigned guardian. There we go. Oh yeah, we can make a request from this guy as well. Let's see, as one marriageable, unimportant woman, or we could rent a captain from him. I mean, could use a captain. Let's see who he's got. Elwood. Pretty good intrigue there. Niles. Oh, this guy is a Septon. Well-learned man. And then Elias. Not too great. I think Elwood could be useful. Yeah, let's bring in Elwood here. He'll be a capable warrior for us, I have no doubt. Alright, we got some traveling contracts here. Escort emissary. Artifact delivery. Let's see what emissary, where they want to take them here. Okay, that's 56. What about this one? 65. Oh, these are looking a little bugged out. Let's see. Is Precious Maester's chain shall be entrusted to you. Bring it to Lord Allen in the province of Ashford Castle. Where is that? Is that the Westerlands? House Ashford? No, House Ashford. All right. Oh my camp. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this is in Ashford. Yeah. Okay. Let's head for Ashford. Oh, that was gonna take pretty much all of my food stores. Well, that's fine. Oh, there's bandits. Loris, this big bandit too. Prepare to taste steel, brigand. Immediately enter a duel to the death. I think we can take this guy, right? All right, let's fight him. Attack first, attack hard, on guard. And then hills, fens, and mountains. This is all my domain. Let's see. I'll show you how I have to sword. There we go. You might be big, but the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Confidence is half of any fight, and I throw out fluidly quick slashes with all the confidence of a seasoned expert. When I judge the time to be right, I switch up my pattern with a surprise side swipe that takes Loris right in the belly. The strike hurls my foe backwards, something red and vital sliding limply out of the new hole as he topples to the ground. I approach with some caution, but it soon becomes clear that shock is setting in, taking a moment to kick away his sword just in case. I put him out of his misery. He is slain. Bandits' victorious duel. Their leader's death sparks a frenzied panic in the bandits. Screams and cries turn from terrified non-combatants in the baggage train to ruthless killers seeing a plan unravel in the worst way before their eyes. The most cowardly break and flee, the more ruthless wound comrades to cover their escape. Either way, the attack is over within minutes. No one steals from the Black Lion. And that is how you do it. So we're going back to Ashford, where is obviously, famous for the Ashford Tourney, which happened not all that long ago, just a few years. We're about halfway through provisions. Just buy yourself space. Yeah, stop running. It's gonna be fine. It'll all be fine. There we go. I should head back to camp. There we go. So we take the money. We will need to get some more provisions while we're here, that's for sure. Oops. Let's go and get ourselves some provisions. Supplies are this way. Oh man. Just all of the money that we just got, spending it on more provisions. Maybe we should. Yeah, maybe we can just intimidate this woman into giving us what we need. We don't have the money to afford that, so we'll just intimidate him for some supplies. There we go. I'm done. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? Can't. Oh, Suppose we have another artifact there, but in any case, what's going on over here? He's hosting a grand tournament. Can we? You may not arrive in time. What do we got here? Duel. Melee. We might be able to make it for the duel, right? Possibly. Join the grand tournament. No, apparently we're a little just too late. Well, that's unfortunate here. What could we do? Hired muscle. We gotta keep getting money and keep moving on. That's the thing. We gotta. I'd like to make our way back to King's Landing, or maybe to Storm's End. That might even be better, is to head to Storm's End here. Visit the son of our dear friend. Couple different options. This was an interesting episode, and a lot of interesting things happen, especially up there in the Westerlands. I think our character is finding himself, he's surviving, but he hasn't yet found that opportunity to really, make that. I mean, he made a name for himself, but we haven't had a chance yet to make a mark on the world. And I think that's what we're looking for. And I think that's what we're desperate for. And I think getting the money to get ourselves Bright Roar is going to be key towards that. But we need to make that money by, I don't know, like getting another tournament would be nice, or something. So yeah, I think getting some money and accomplishing that goal, getting Bright Roar, that is going to be our next goal. So we will pursue that goal in the next episode. But until then, Wanderers, thank you for watching.